guys, so welcome to the show. It's me again, Paul T. I'm actually here walking with my dog, you can see her. And believe it or not, today we'll be making churros. Yes, you heard me right, churros. I'm using the 360 camera and it's actually fun to use this. It's small and compact, but today's recipe will be easy and simple because it doesn't take that much effort and time to make it. The reason why is I'm actually pressed for time these past few days. I'm preparing for something good, which is something in the future episodes to come. So, see you in the house. Okay guys, so I'm back home from walking the dog. Whew, sweat factor is something else. So, I was trying to say was, today's vlog will be short and very concise because I'll be actually making churros only with either cinnamon sugar or the chocolate ganache dip because I'm very busy this week. I'm preparing for something big and hopefully I will get all my ingredients by next week because next week will be something special for me. Okay, so I'll head to the kitchen and start cooking. See ya! Here in my pan I have butter, sugar, and water. I'll let this boil and mix it around so that it will melt all together and boil. Now it's boiling. We will now add in our flour. As in, no more solid butter parts. We'll now add in our flour. Drop it in all at once and stir vigorously. You have to stir this off the heat and then continue stirring until it forms a cohesive ball. Make sure that there is no flour clumps or raw flour bits inside your dough ball. Just continue stirring. Yes, it will take a while, but still it's gonna come out smooth and no flour should be found. Okay, so just keep on stirring. So after stirring once, wait until all the flour is dissolved and then you light up the stove again and you cook it some more for at least 1 more minute or until the dough comes away from the sides of the pan. Just keep on stirring. So once it's fully cooked, you turn off the heat and then you add in one by one your eggs. Add it 1 egg at a time. Continue stirring while it's still warm and make sure that even if you stir it, it will look clumpy at first, but eventually it will turn into a smooth dough. It's going to be tiresome and it's going to work your arm muscles, but this is actually the best way of doing it. It's actually better when you use a wooden spoon instead of a spatula like what I'm using. Just make sure that it's fully incorporated first, then you add the next egg. See guys, look how smooth it is. Yes, that's how you want it. Perfectly smooth pastry dough. Okay guys, so for our first topping we will be using cinnamon cacao sugar. So you add in a bit of cinnamon, roughly 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, into an empty Pyrex pan or any bowl will do. Then you will add in sugar. Roughly 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm a sweet tooth, so we'll use 3. There, continue mixing that. And then we will add in a bit of cocoa powder, which will make it a little bit more chocolatey. Add in that cocoa powder. Look at that. It's nice and chocolatey now. We will make sure that this mixture is homogeneous, wherein you won't see any white parts or dark brown parts, which is the cinnamon, and that it will be one uniform light brown color. Look at that. That's simple. So now we have our cocoa, cinnamon, sugar. Beautiful, isn't it? So now we'll make our Carabao chocolate ganache. Here in my pot I have cream, cooking cream, and in my bowl I have Carabao chocolate. Roughly 100 grams each. 100 ml of cream. So we will simmer this, and then we will add this to our hot chocolate. Well, actually, in our chocolate. Like that. Okay, now our cream is boiling. You can see we will take it off the heat. It's boiling. There, we'll turn off the heat. We'll add in it to our chocolate and watch the magic happen. Vigorously stir this until a very smooth chocolate ganache is made. See, I'm using Carabao chocolate, which is actually a Belgian style chocolate, which has a smoother mouthfeel and a creamier texture. It still retains that nice bitter and that aromatic chocolate flavor. Look at that. Just continue stirring this until it gets really, really glossy and smooth. Look at that. Look how creamy and glossy that is. And with that, we already finished our chocolate ganache. Here in my cast iron pan, I have added around 2 inches of palm oil, and we are heating it to 350 degrees. So you can see on my thermometer, 351, perfect. We will now pipe in our choux paste. We put the paste that we made into a piping bag with a star tip. Yes, the first one will come out weird because you're basically frying it in a very hot bath of oil. Remember to cut it with scissors. And then you just fry your churros, whatever shape you want it. I tried to shape it into a heart, and no, it did not comply. So just don't overcrowd your pan and fry this until it's golden brown on both sides. When it's nice and ready, flip it over. Well, try to flip it over. Should have used tongs on this. There. Flip it over until it's nice and golden brown. And do with the other one. Make sure you don't entangle them together, like what I'm doing. And then flip the last piece over. Come on, move. There. Flip the last piece over. And continue frying till it's nice and golden brown. Continue cooking the other pieces of churros. Just keep on piping curls and then fry it till perfectly golden brown. Look at that. And then we are ready to plate this. I'll just get our last batch out and we will make this and assemble this in the dining room. Look at that. Nice and golden. Crispy churros! Okay guys, so our churros are done. Here's how they look. Look at that. Yes, the irregular shapes. I'm sorry, but when you pipe something on hot oil, you're so nervous it might get splashed with hot oil. It curls up, so it's still delicious though. And if you notice, I used a star tip tip for the piping bag is because I want the ridges, the extra crispy ridges, to grab onto more chocolate. Okay, so first of all, this is still hot from the fryer. We have here if you notice, I made this a while ago. This is chocolate cinnamon sugar. So we'll toss one in here while it's still hot. Ooh. And we'll give this one a try. Mmm. This is the less fatty version. When I mean less fatty version, it's not as decadent as what's going to happen next. Okay, so we have this is the chocolate cinnamon sugar version. Mmm. Nice and crunchy. Very light, but for me, I want it maladulcinea, so the only way to go is chocolate ganache. Look at that. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Coats it really well. I'm here at home and this is mine, so double dip. Here we go. I don't know if you noticed, but the chocolate chips that I used for this is actually Belgian Calibao chocolates, and it has a nice bitterness and a very smooth mouthfeel. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Glistening. Oh my god, it's glistening. It's so reflective, you can see yourself. Say hi. And goodbye. Oh. All in all, puff pastry is easy to make. Don't need an oven. It's an excellent dessert. And most of all, it's actually simple and it's best shared with family or a loved one. Okay? So, cheers. And I hope you get inspired to try making this at home. It's truly well worth it. The oil you can reuse one more time But that's it. And you know what? This is one of the easiest desserts I can make. So till next vlog, see you in the dining room. Tara, kain tayo. Bye-bye.